Hello there, are you excited just as I am? The EIDL program is back and ready for action. So if you want to know how you can probably obtain a grant-free taxable grant literally from the government, SBA, please stay tuned. Again, my name is Efren. I'm a real estate agent here in the state of Illinois. I'm also a local investor. I have connections. Please contact me if you have any properties distress or anything of a case. I can probably assist you. And please leave your comments and subscribe to the channel. So, on to the subject. So we all know that the SBA and the new law has been passed on December of 2020 and bringing essentially back the program EIDL. There's going to be two ways most businesses, self-employed or gig workers, are going to be able to apply or process and qualify. The first one is under Section 331 that I have seen reports and my findings is that you'll be able to receive $10,000 with a certain qualifications. Now, before I get into the meat and bones, is remember, this is you apply directly to the SBA compared to other programs such as PPP. You would apply to a banking institution. This time, no. This one, you would apply directly to the SBA. It's a one form. You apply for a loan essentially with a condition in there or a little, you request in advance. Most people did not take the loan. Some people did, but most people said, I don't want the loan, but I'll keep the advance. So just a little bit of background on that. And obviously this was all designated because of the Rona 19 that was out there. So down the list. So what do I need to qualify under the Section 331 is, doesn't matter how many employees you have, there's a certain limit. Remember, every time you apply for these type of programs, you're your own employee. If you're working under your name and your tax or your social, you're your own employee. If you have a partner, a friend or something like that, there will be your employees. But for the purpose of this, you're on your employee if you have no other employees. You have to have had a 30% reduction and of revenue or a financial cause. I will briefly describe this later. You have to have 300 employees or less. You have to be on a community with a low income community, all right? Now, the 30% reduction, it goes off by your gross receipts. So it includes commissions, sales just from you. No loans or other fancy programs such as this will be taken in calculation. Now, the way that they're going to designate what amount or what dates is, it starts of March 2nd, 2020, all the way to December 31st, 2021. Pick an 8-week period that you were lost 30% versus a period of right immediately before March 2nd, 2020. So just immediately behind that, all the way to calendar 2019. So you compare those time frames and you pick an 8-week period. And if you have, check, that's, you're done, you qualify. Also, okay. Now, to apply for the second section, let me just turn here my notes really quickly here, is you would be applying under the Section 332 in the law. What is this section? This section is for everybody that already had applied, essentially everybody that applied already, even if you got the funds, some funds, all the funds, or no funds. So what this section really does is for people that are on the system that, they made up their application and whatnot, but they didn't receive any funds. That's for these people. Also, this section is for people that, hey, I was supposed to get 10 grand, like if it was proposed on the CARES Act back in March of 2020, I was supposed to get 10 grand. This portion is for you because there's a difference owed to you. So whatever amount you have, they're gonna owe you the difference. Now the SBA, as of right now, they haven't released a lot of information and stuff like that. Obviously your data's in there. Some say apply, but I don't think you're gonna need to apply because they really have all your forms and data there. So some of the things to keep in mind that I have found out is you would have to have in the system. That's one way they'll know that you already applied or you received funds. You got to be legitimate and that you're a legitimate business. There's a certain credit score. Last time I heard it was about 570, and I think this is just they want to know that you're credit worthy, that your business is going to flourish and go. They don't want to give just money to businesses that are about to fail any minute now. I think that's where the purpose is that. So those are some of the conditions that you'll need to require. Obviously, stay tuned for the channel, subscribe, leave your comments. I'll be uploading once we get to the magic date. January 17th is the magic date for this EIDL portal to be open up. We may get some more information from the SBA. I know a few days ago we just had a release from the SBA about the PPP. I'll be making an update on that. Other things worth mentioning is that the mathematics and the forgiveness between the PPP and the EIDL program, before it was speculated and it was told that, oh my God, I have to pay the EIDL back. It's no longer, it's amended. It's no longer, doesn't make a difference anymore. The EIDL and PPP are now, they're forgiven now. There's no math reduction. For all you that know, will understand. The other two is that they were going to increase verification and fraud process this time around, so that they have all these forms that you're going to need that you already have signed in the first one, that allows them to look in your FICO score or Experian, and then it allows them to look at your tax history essentially. So they've increased this verification process. Also, this time around, something worth mentioning: the SBA now has up to 21 days to look into your information, to fund you and give you your funds essentially, versus the 2 or 3 days, that ridiculous days back then that they had. So, they have some time now. Also, with the bonus that if for some reason you're declined or not funded, they'll have to give you an explanation why. So that's kind of neat, and stuff like that. Also, the SBA, for everybody that should fall under this section 332 for applying for the for the remaining of the funds, you should be getting notified via email. Hopefully you haven't canceled your email or not, or something. Reach out to the SBA if you've canceled that email, but you'll be notified via email. Hey, you know what? You're one of those applicants that you were short, or you didn't read any funds. Please apply this way. Now, the exact process, it's not well known yet. There's a lot of questions and question marks. We're speculating it's going to be the same application with some minor changes. But other than that, this is all I have the update for you on the EIDL program. It's a really neat, sweet program. I know a lot of friends and family took advantage of it. Hopefully you take advantage of it. When in doubt, just apply. The worst thing you can bet is you don't qualify. You know what? So if you have a side job, or if you don't have to be doing this gig work or full time, if you do have your regular job 9 to 5, and then you do this on the side, something you get revenue, apply for this. Alrighty. So again, this is Efren. I'm a real estate agent and real estate investor in the state of Illinois. If you have anything, feel free to reach out to me. But other than that, stay tuned for the next video. All right.